All right, it looks like I'm live. So let me get over to YouTube so I can see things the way everybody else sees them. Just take me a minute to get over there. I was earlier trying to get started on some more culling from my stash and I didn't get very far. So I thought I'd do a little desk cleanup, Stuff kind of floats around. Pardon me. I have a hiccup or I got a little burp there, sorry. Just waiting for my YouTube to catch up. I cleaned off my desk. And I've got some little goodies here. See if there's anything still stuck in there. One thing. And I thought, I think the desk cleanup for me is considered kind of a random. Just glue things down. I mean, obviously don't want it to be hideous, but it's not like I'm working on, one collage at a time or anything. And trying to make a full scene or anything. It's just more for fun. Loosey goosey. Let me turn the volume off on that. Get myself on live chat. Hi Peg, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. There should be some other people along shortly, I think. Maybe if we're lucky. So I've been using this Thomas's guide from 1992. I just like the shape of the book and got to move a couple of things over here though. Got a little too much going on the left side of my desk here. I try to keep a drink over here though, so I don't get super. I have a tendency to get super thirsty during a live because blabbing away. Hey Christine, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So this is the very first one we worked on, and I haven't really worked in it since. But we do have a bunch of random things kind of just glued down all over the place in here. So I think we'll just continue along in that sort of vein. We'll just pick up stuff and we'll glue it wherever we feel like it. Now we'll try and keep everything on camera, So that's just for color right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and put an edge on that though, just to run along the top edge of that map, so that because it's a little crazy wonky with the tearing at the top there. So for the most part, I don't like straight edges in collage. I like torn edges, unless of course it's a fussy cut image. But at the top and bottoms and stuff, I don't mind. Yeah, it's a nice size. Let's see if we can't. The cover is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 10, so that makes the pages about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches, and then the top page is about the same as the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 9 by 8. It's a nice little rectangle. And I like working in things that aren't, sometimes it's nice to do something that isn't standard size or just a straight up 8.5 by 11 or whatever, It's fun to work with different sizes. And I love map stuff. Even though we're essentially covering it up, I know it's under there. And I can choose to leave some map pages. And there's some really nice ones in here where the streets are all concentric and stuff. And I might leave those largely untouched. So this is just some brown background color here. How's your night going, Miss Christine? We need a little glue stick. Glue stick stat. My sleep-wake schedule is so turned around. I slept till 5 today. And I'm thinking if I just keep doing that, I'll eventually flip it back around. I can't sleep that late tomorrow, though. Got a little... So we'll put some stuff up here. And just kind of see. Oh, I like these together. I'm going to tack that in the middle. I don't want to glue all the edges down just yet because I probably don't want to put anything over the top of that. I'd like to keep the, the framing on that. So I'd probably want to tuck anything else that goes on there. I've got a nice paint chip here. We'll probably rip that in half though. On row 3 of the framework. Woo! So you're getting there. This one is called Sage Pond. Sometimes I pick up paint chips just for the name of the color all on its own. So I think I might slide that right under there. I kind of like that. All right, so let's use and this is from the Kills color collection. I think that's from, could be from the hardware store, but we were also in Walmart and I picked up a few there. They do not have nearly as fun a color range as the hardware store does. But I like that sage with the browns, so that is groovy. And here we have a man with tomatoes. So let's maybe find a nice spot for the guy with tomatoes. Or we may just glue him down somewhere in one of these spaces if he fits in one of these. Here, he kind of fits over Cave Creek. Let's put him there. Let's do it. And on the other pages where I'm gluing, I'm not worried if I get a little glue on there. Because we're going to glue over most of it anyway. So it's not hurting anything to have a little extra glue on it. Not the end of the world. There we go. Cave Creek is now Tomato Guy. And that's kind of how the general gluing goes. I kept that because I like the size of the circle, so I might use it to trace around for circles. I wanted to do that. I want to dye this with a bingo dauber I have over here. I have this, the dauber top is worn off, so I think I just want to use it because it's pretty full of ink. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. I do like pumpkin spice things. Let's see, where else do we want to go with this? This is grapes. Let's stick it in Glendale. So what were we do? What did we do? We did magazine stuff last night. And I'm going to work through that tonight. I also have just a ton of paper ironing to do. And for this kind of collage, I don't usually ink, but I may ink some pieces, you know. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a little diamond there. Where do we like that at? See, like this one has nice concentric designs to, and wait, I don't know if I want to cover that up necessarily, or it almost kind of reminds me of an owl's face. So maybe we want to Maybe we could make an all out of paper on there. Something, right? Work with the design on the... Yeah, let's put that right there. I think that's nice. Oops. Trying to go on the pictures itself. And I seem to have a thing for Ferris wheels. And this will have its fair share of creepy stuff, because you know there's going to be creepy stuff hanging out on my desk, and I lean towards creepy. But this is mostly just going to be kind of generic stuff. Hey, Janice, this is the desk cleanup book. I got a whole pile of stuff I cleaned off my desk the other day. And I'm going to add that too. I like it. Oops. And this style of Ferris wheel kind of strikes me as retro, you know. It's different than the bucket seat style ones where it's like a big rectangle that you sit inside. There we go. We'll put that right on there and see what else we've got over here. We've got some little bits and bobs and a flower. I'm going to leave the straight edge on there because we're probably going to cover it up with other stuff. It's Thursday, guys. Can you believe it? Already the 4th of the month. I don't know where all the time goes, honestly. Fast. That's how it goes. It goes fast. Probably not for little kids, though. Now it's past the Christmas season, and they're like, they're stuck in school, you know. It's not like kids here are ever going to get a snow day. Never gonna happen. I'm not sure what I want to do with those strips yet. Let's try another page, glue on a few things. Like I said, right now I'm not necessarily looking to finish things. I'm just sort of looking to add in stuff that we have here. Oops. That's a big one, huh? I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Okay, so this is the bottom of the pile. Let's see what we got here. Get out, go walk. Oh, we have some Christmas rub-ons. We probably won't use those anytime soon. Oh, we've got when you used to do things in triplicate, there's a carbon copy in here and a thin piece of tissue. That's out of something I took apart. Some white paper. That's out of something I took apart too. Okay, here's some green paper. Some green painter's paper. Let's go ahead and tear the bottom off that. And the side can just go down the side here. And then we'll maybe add that in. So yeah, I had a sandwich for breakfast, you know, because I got up so late. I was supposed to get up earlier and make egg sandwiches for me and Mike. And I slept right through that. We'll do it tomorrow, or I can make him one after he gets off work, because sometimes he's very hungry when he gets off work at 10 o'clock at night because he forgets to eat. or he doesn't have time. So we might do that. I'll ask him if he's hungry when he gets off work. But Els also could have made him something that, you know, because I don't spend all my time out in the main part of the house. I'm mostly in my room doing stuff. I'm going to grab a drink here off the side, and then we're going to add on this little bit. I think that'll be fun right there. Okay. We can go glue stick on this little piece. Anybody have plans for Friday? This will be a Friday where I can actually be live because we're not dashing this week. And it's not looking like we may dash next week. I don't know. So I think I'm going to just get out and walk right there. So if we don't dash next week, I'll be live next week as well instead of videos. But I still need to get some videos done because eventually greedy, I want moneyness is going to come before. Ooh, it's nice to sit at home and just do other stuff, you know. It does take away from crafting time for both of us to, let's find a place to put this other piece. Well, this has a lifty edge. I can feel it. Let's go ahead and glue that down, and then we'll glue some of this on there. I think those colors will go okay. This mustardy color with the green. So we'll just flip it this way, and we'll still take, I'll leave the top that way, but we'll take the bottom. We'll make it a little work, then visit the hubs. Yeah. Well, tell him we're all rooting for him to recover as quickly and as healthily as possible. He's in our thoughts, as are you. I'll probably be live between 5:15 and 5:30 tomorrow. Gosh, I haven't done a Friday in so long. I have no idea what to even work on. That's a nice color combo. I really like that. We get a little lift right back here, though. Let's use the glue stick on the little lifty piece. And here, too. There we go. I love painter's masking paper. It is some fun paper to work with. Let's see what else is in here. I have a couple of these candy bar wrappers, and they're foily. But they have this pastel, and they say joy on them. So I don't know. Do you guys know if something with a foil background will glue on with regular glue, with like the Aleene's tacky glue? Because if it does, then I will do that. I am going to cut the top off that, though, because it's going to stick over the top of the page otherwise. And it's not like it's fabric or paper where it's going to stay stiff. It's just going to fold over and get all weird. So I think that's, yeah, because we could cover a whole page with that. Nobody knows. Well, we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll just glue it down with something else, or we'll staple it in. We could staple it in. We could get a different kind of glue. We'll give it a shot and see how it goes. What's the worst thing that happens? It doesn't work and we have to try again? Not the end of the world. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? This was one of those, it's a kind of a low-carb candy bar. I don't remember if it was called Joy or if it was just part of the... Oh, Joy Bites, that's what it's called. And nobody else but me liked it. It's not very sweet, though. And Miss Sandy, she is a sweets fiend. But I liked it okay. They had a peanut butter and a caramel one. I'm sure they had other flavors. Those were just the two I was interested in. Janice, you don't think it will, but you don't know either. Well, we'll see what happens. We've got a little edge over here that's... It seems to be working for now. We'll see if it holds up. If it doesn't, we'll try something else. You could always break out the E6000, you know, if we find that it doesn't stick. E6000 will glue down just about anything. All right, so we'll move on and see how that goes. If it falls out, we'll just try something else. I kind of dig her right there. Do I have any? I had like some, probably moved it, but we'll just try this again. Again, if it doesn't work, I've got a couple of different kind of glues that might. Staples are always an option too. I'm not above just stapling some shit down. Okay. Like I said, it seems to be working for now, but that doesn't mean it'll hold forever. Oh, that is something that doesn't. Oh, and that was for the murder thing. I have no weekend plans other than I need to do a butt ton of ironing and I need to get out to the garage. I need to wash off my racks. Okay, I'm not ready to use that yet. So what do we want to do here? We've gone through the pile once. That is the... Okay, let's try. Let's see what else we have in here that this might go with. Because I know there's still some stuff glued in already. We got a couple of pieces here. That's kind of a turquoisey thing going on, huh? No, I don't like that there. Let's see. This may need to go on a page all by itself. But I know there's a... Let's have a look. I don't like it with the pink. Yeah, I don't like it. I think there's at least one page in here that's got... Right there, that's got something. Well, that's a little better. Okay, so except for the top, let's go ahead and rip around the edges of this. So that when we add something else, we don't have super hard edges. I love these three trees way in the background there. That's the other thing we got to look out for. Sticking pages. It does happen. That's okay. Nothing important ripped. And we'll be covering it up anyway. Now I think this may be a case of I want to ink the edges. Did I move the ink pad over there? Where has my ink pad gone? Oh, I see it. I still didn't find the good one. I'm still using this kind of shitty one. It'll work for these purposes, though. It's not like I'm inking a whole journal or anything. This is just for funsies. So I'll have a Friday live tomorrow between 5:15 and 5:30, and then a busy weekend working in the garage. I need to get some papers in the dye vats. I have a couple things to finish off. I have a couple things I need to make and some videos. So let's go ahead and glue that down there. That piece is a little big to try and glue stick the whole thing. I don't like to glue stick on really large pieces because I always feel like, oh, first of all, I live in, Lost Wages. It's very dry here. So the glue stick starts to dry out before I get the whole piece glued. And I feel like there will be pockets under there where the glue is dry and it doesn't stick down the way I want it to. So I just use a lot of regular glue, and I go with the theory that it's okay if it's warpy and it's handmade. I watch people like Nicole who, she loves the glue stick, and I love her stuff. She has such a fun channel. Nicole over at Relax Cut Glue. I love to watch her. Wicked sense of humor. But she doesn't like any wrinkling or warping at all. So, and glue stick is a way to not get that. But here, also glue stick has a tendency to peel away. I saw the short where she was playing with the pug. And I had that. I used that egg sandwich she had with the pug in the rollatini on Tuesday. So I was like, I have that. That's what's fun about seeing if we this is the cover off a pad of paper I took apart to dye the pages. I got it from Daiso. I'm sure it just says paper pad or something ridiculous like that. But I think I want to put that right down here. And I'm going to ink the edges on that too, because with the color that it is, like I said, sometimes I'll ink and sometimes I won't. Yeah, I like, and I have seen somebody else do that. They're trying out different, like if you just want to play around with your collage, but you don't want to get out your glue, you can get out a bunch of collage elements, especially fussy cuts, and try them out in different positions. Put them on different backgrounds. Take a picture of it and put it in your Instagram instead of gluing it down, Oh, well, hello, Neener. How you doing? Welcome. I see your lurking eyeballs over there. Welcome. How was your day today, lovely lady? So yeah, it's a fun way to try things out, especially if you've got a lot of fussy cuts. It's I think it was maybe oh gosh, Caged Fish, Carla at Caged Fish. Is that who that is? I think I saw her doing that once. She had set up a little thing. It was like kind of a felt board, and it was tilted, and she was trying out different. It's really fun just to play around with stuff like that. And it's a great idea for a short. Yeah, I love her stuff. I don't get to watch her very often. I probably have to go back and I only came upon her maybe a year ago. So there's probably lots of videos I can go back and watch. I'm going to put that on a corner somewhere. Look at that. We glued down 3 things on one page. Look at us go. And then there's this over here. So let's cut this down to something tiny and maybe cover up part of the hard edge on that shell there. You can't say I never use pink. Shh, don't tell Susan. Pink's kind of gotten a bad rap, hasn't it? Okay. So there we go. We got that down. Now let's see about maybe put these tan ones somewhere else. Let's go ahead and put one over here. And I am going to ink around the edge of that just because with the tan, I like the brown. It is not a phone book. It is a Thomas Guide to the Phoenix Metropolitan Area from 1992. And I have torn out more than half the pages in here. There were twice as many. So some of them are waiting to get tea dyed. Because I think it's going to foof up. And I can still take some pages out if I need to, if it starts to get too foofy, too, you know, crazy with the volume. I love the maps in here. I'm just in the index section right now, so it probably does actually look like a phone book. I was gonna take it all apart and dye the whole thing, and I was ripping pages out of it, and I'm like, I really like this book. And I'm like, I won't be able to do a whole lot with the cover because, you know, of how it is. And I'm like, why don't I just make part of it into a glue book? So I kept less than half the pages, but even now that I've just started barely putting stuff in it, it's foofing up a little bit. It's plumping up, getting a little bloom on it. When I took them all out, I was like, oh, that's naked. But now that I'm adding stuff in, it fills up quick. But this one, I had no intention of cutting things out for it specifically. I was just going to go with, you know, I clean off my desk and maybe I missed filing something, or I keep trying to use an image and it doesn't really seem to go anywhere. That's the kind of stuff that'll wind up in here. Because it's obviously stuff I like. I cut it out, you know. Floofy. I said it. I said floofy. Okay, so we got that nice brown piece there. And let's see other pages we can. I hate wasting things. So this is like I said, it's the cover off the. Do I like it with this? Do I maybe? Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, that will work out nicely. Okay. Waste not, want not, right? I like to use as many pieces of the stuff I take apart as I can. I don't like to. I mean, we have recycle here, but I don't know that they actually recycle anything. It's one of those things where we're like, I think it just winds up in the same landfill. But I'm hoping they at least do cans and paper, you know. It's hard to nail down somebody in the city government that'll tell you, no, we don't do fuck all with that. We just make you separate it for fun, you know. For funsies. You like floofy? It's a good word. Because you know exactly what somebody means. I see people doing those like really lacy fabric journals sometimes. I call those floofy too, but I don't mean it in a bad way. It's very textural, and I think of it as floofy because you can kind of, ooh, floofy. When I go through stores that have clothes and textiles and stuff, I love to touch everything. I'm very tactile. What does that feel like? I need to know. So, yeah, you could make a journal for this, or you could, if anybody else wants to play along. I have all kinds of collage things going. I've got the rollatini, which is this time out is a foodatini. All right, so let's flip somewhere. We don't want them all in one spot. That's no fun. And I don't think it'll look good on a brown page. So let's... It seems to be staying down, guys. We'll see how it is when it actually dries all the way, but that does seem to be sticking. Maybe we add some with this. Let's kind of tear this part off because it's a little thicker. That's where it was attached at the top to the pad. Got a little more. Maybe we should go like that. Yeah, and I think we'll use that little piece. Let's. You saw a floofy squirrel in your backyard? Hey, it's Brian, right? B&D, your name is Brian? Welcome. Well, happy belated birthday. I didn't know that, Nina. Happy birthday. You're officially, according to AARP, a senior citizen. You can get those 10% discounts everywhere now. I'm going to be 53 in April. I have 2 years to go, and I'm like, dang it. I'm old, but I can't get no discounts. Els just tells people she's old, and they give her the discount. Only every once in a while somebody questions her. I never can pull it off. They're like, oh, we want to see your ID. And I don't think it's because I look younger than Els. I just think that people don't like to question her. She seems more matter of fact. And early bird, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Discounts on food is good. All right, so we're going to glue that right down. I think that the tan and the brown and the mustard all kind of look good together. We'll find some fun. We'll eventually find some fun bits to add on top. I just planned on going about an hour tonight. Because, this doesn't... Oh, yeah, I believe in getting every discount you can. But I wasn't one of those people that freaked out at 30 either. I had some weirdness at 35 for some reason. 30 didn't bother me at all. Couldn't tell you why. I don't know why 35 bothered me. I don't think it had to do with getting older. I think just for whatever reason, it weirded me out a little bit. So you've got this little piece right here. Let's go up front. I've glued a few things down. Yeah, I think we'll just glue it right up here in the corner. That's funny. Plump little birdies. You get a little bunny here. I think somebody sent it to me in a Happy Mail. And I love to use that stuff. It wound up on my desk. And wound up in here. And he's super cute over there. With the scraps of floral paper and stuff. Okay, let's get that on there. These are a little thicker, so they need a fair amount of glue. They're a little thicker than like the scrapbooking paper and the magazine images. This is a pink piece of burlap here that I found. I think it came in one of those bags Els gets at the thrift store. And she's like, do you want to use it? I'm like, I'll try it. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have that we can... I don't necessarily need enough feeling lined paper. Do we want to go ahead and... We should probably tear off 2 of the edges. Kind of a black and white image. Okay. So we'll just paste that down right there. Ah, nice snowbirds. So we have birds pretty much year round, but they're the, basic desert variety. Every now and then we get something weird that just wound up here. whether it was somebody's pet at one point or it got blown off course, and it's like, well, I'm never leaving. Because even our cold is not terribly cold. We're just weenies and think it's cold. Give me a second. I'll tell you what the temperature was today. Let's go ahead and get that edge. On collages, you definitely don't want to have loose edges. It's no bueno. All right. Oh, I think I see a little one over here. There we go. That's not a bad looking picture. Let's see, anything else in here that we have to use right now? We've got a little piece of food. And we have these strips. Maybe we could turn those into a banner or something. And then there's this little bag. Okay, so let's scissors. Okay. Let's cut these a few different lengths. Put some little Here we go. I'm going to grab my phone and see where the, oops, didn't quite make it to the corner there. Got a chunky little corner. Pieces of paper everywhere. Okay, hold on. Let me grab my phone. Let's see about what temperature it was. The parakeet was an escapee. Freedom! Nina, your nose is cold right now? Oh boy. It looks like a Chinese village you saw on a show. It could be. I'm not. Yeah, I think it's an Asian from somewhere in Asia. Okay. Let me get out here to the main part of the phone and have a look. It is. Let me click on the weather. Looks like it's 51 right now, so not cold, even though I felt cold when I was out there. 57 feels like, 42. Now it's 50 right now. So the high today was 57, which is not that cold, all things considered. And the low is going to be 42. But right now it is 50 degrees. And look on my weather app, the moon is made out of cheese. I don't know if you could see that. Oh, it starts to, I don't have a lot of time before it. It was cheese. Hold on. What are you doing? He doesn't like me. Keeps fading away to nothing. Well, anyway, hopefully you saw that the moon was made out of cheese. That was fun. Sometimes they do fun things like that when I pop on there. All right, back to the thing. Do. I kind of thought I had more stuff to work with, but just seemed like a lot in the... Oh, your house is drafty. That's no good. 20s outside. Woof. I heard Carla earlier, I think, saying it was 27 or something in Minnesota. She was in Rosemary, and she didn't make it in tonight. I imagine she's tired. It's the end of the week. All right, so there we go. We got some different sizes of, oh, one more, sorry. Okay. Now let's see about, let me go to a blank page though, so I don't wind up getting glue on the image. Let me flip over one or two. Come on. Oh, I think something in here. There we go. Okay. So we'll work right here. Put a couple of these together. We'll cut that off right there. Okay, so let's start gluing some stuff down. Whew. Just make a little banner cluster. And then since we won't see the back, okay, we'll go ahead and do like that. Do we like it like that? Is that too much overlap? I think we'll leave it like that, and then we'll make a separate one. No, it's got to be a little bit shorter, I think. All right. Here we go. Oh, that's got to be on top, so I just glued that wrong. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, we'll let that sit there for a second. It'll dry off. Okay, and then we can add on this purple one to the already sticky spot. Okay, and then this one right in here. You can see the tea dyeing a little bit more on that one. There we go. So we have two little doodahs, and we'll need some extra stuff because they're a little plain right now. Your bathroom. I always feel like the bathroom is the coldest room in the house. Yeah. Or middle of the night piddling, you know. Not always the best thing on a cold toilet seat. Okay, so that's our only completed page at present. Let's see. Do we want to maybe go ahead and add one here? And then we could put some extra some buttons or something at the top later on. I probably should have inked edges on that. probably would have been a little more exciting. I can always outline them later with, and I'm not going to use them as tucks or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the whole thing down. Let's go ahead and okay. Thanks, Janice. All right, then let's see if we can't find another place in here. We probably want something with an image at the top. I don't like it with that floral. I think the colors are a little bit too off for that. We could always put the second one back into well, that's not bad, but let's just glue it at the top for right now, because we're probably going to want to slide something under there. Or if we don't like it ultimately, I can pull it off there, and there we go. For right now, that looks pretty good. All right, Janice. We will see you when you get back. All right, let's see about maybe finding, let me grab a couple. I've got some stuff behind me. Let me just grab a couple things to throw down. Okay, what about this? I put this up to the top because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. It's a little Asian thing. I'm not, Asian is not my jam. That's more like Rosemary style. She does really good Asian stuff. And, but I happened upon this in the Reader's Digest that Els gave me to call. Hopefully won't make the edges too wonky. I'm not very good at circle cutting. No bueno. Okay. So now kind of like that right there. Let's go ahead and do that. But I am going to tack it down in the middle so that we can put stuff underneath the circle instead of over the top of it. So we'll leave the edges loose so we can maybe tuck some other stuff under here if we want to. But I think it looks good right there. Welcome back, Janice. Okay, so let me go behind me here. I've got some stuff I've been working on. Let me just grab a little pile and see if there's anything that we want to put on here, just for funsies. Okay. All right. I love her happy face. I love the freckles. Let's see. I think there wasn't there a page where I don't like that with the florals, I said. Oh, she might look good right there with that could be a thing. So that is a possibility, but I did see, I think, one other place. Right there. Nope. I think I like her where we just had her. So let's go here, and it seems to be staying, so let's just add her right on top. I kind of like her with the okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And I think I'm not going to ink the edges on that one. I think I'm just going to let it float on the page. She also could have been for the face rollatini that I'm going to work on Patreon. Don't worry, I'll do some flip throughs as we work along with it. But there we go. And that will smooth out some as it dries. So that's fun. I like that. Oh no, troll butts. Carla's going to miss troll butts. Teeny tiny troll butts. They're almost a little too big for the page. Okay, I think I'm not ready for troll butts just yet. What about her though, right here? I think I like that. I think we'll go ahead and add her. This is why it's a good idea to have a stash of collage stuff. These are what I've been working on off and on for a couple of weeks. I have all these plastic sleeves with unprocessed, as well as an entire box of unprocessed. Well, a box and part of another box. Unprocessed collage images, stuff that's just been yanked out but hasn't been torn out or fussy cut or got down to a square or a rectangle. And I've been working on that because I do want to put some collage packs in the shop. I repeated myself like I had to skip on a record. I don't want to rip any of her limbs off. That would be terrible. There we go. I think I like that. You let that dry for a minute though. Okay. Let's do a check on how long we've been on. Take a drink while I'm waiting for it to load up. Okay. About an hour, so let's glue a couple more things down. Okay. Let's have a look in the pile. And that's kind of creepy. I like creepy stuff. Oh, she's fun, maybe. That's more fantasy. I'm kind of saving the troll butts for something else, I gotta be honest. Lips. Oh, a fun row of faces, but they're too tall for this, so that's not going to work. More fantasy. We got a spider, but not everybody loves spiders. Oh, there's a fun mask. A little bit of a candy bar. Oh, some money people, but those are more for like when we get it closer to being done. People made out of money. Get a lampshade. You could make it into a skirt. Or a hat on a bigger person. Pair of lips. Just a bird. Okay. Oh. Okay, here's some. So these are all fun things that we could definitely add. So maybe we'll do one run through and just glue down a bunch of stuff with those things. Okay. So here, but not those. Okay. Oop, not our creepy guy. We'll save him for creepy collage night. Okay, so I'm gonna stick a piece of packaging in here so that she doesn't stick to the other side of the page, because she's got kind of a glue outline around her. Okay. Let's see about just gluing some stuff down on some random pages. And that's how we'll go out for the night. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Nicole over at Relax Cut Glue, I know most of you probably have. Or if you're watching this and you're like, never heard of her, give her a go. She does a lot of collage and glue book stuff. Super funny. She's out in Oregon, I think. It's Nicole at Relax period cut period glue period. I think Carla's the only one with a blue skirt, so I'll try and get a link in before I. This one is off a cover of a book, probably one of those Birds and Blooms. So it's a little bit thicker and it needs a little more glue. And then we got a wreath here. Yeah, Relax Cut got. I just watched a video from her the other day. Let me just pull up another YouTube. She edits her videos. I'm not an editor. When I do videos, I just, what you see is what you get. But she is hysterical. And she does a lot of really, really neat stuff with glue books. So it's worth, I think I'm just going to glue down the edge of this for right now. Because why, Amy? Because you're probably going to want to stick stuff underneath it instead of over the top of it. Otherwise, we're just covering up the whole edge. And that's kind of the point. Here's my glue stick. But if I go into my history, I just watched a video, a short and a video. But I'll get a link for her channel. So we'll just glue down the edge there so we can tuck other things underneath it as we fill up the page. Okay. And then let's go back here into this section and choose. I think we'll go with her right there. She's going to need some regular glue. Okay. Oops. Yesterday. Okay, here it is. Hold on for a sec. Here we go. All right, got it. And there we go. Sure, pretty word, yeah. I still have a few. I think I have harvested from them all, though. There may be one more in my stash somewhere, but I sold some at my last live sale. But I kept a portion for myself. I'm not a bird person, but they're nice in collage. There's a lot you can do with them. And, you know, birds are pretty. Well, most birds. Some birds are not so pretty. But what are you going to do? They're still birds, right? So we're going to go ahead and, whoops, glue her down. Try to put her a little too close to the edge. Okay. Let's see what's next. Let's go back up towards the front. What about if we add him right there? I think I shall. It's different to have something like that on pink. Try not to think about it real hard. Just go into a page and gluing it down, you know? And her most recent is a short that says Collage is rad. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's pretty. It's short because it's a short, you know. So it won't eat up a bunch of your time if you don't have much time. Let's go ahead and put that right in there. Let's do it. By the time I come back to this in a week or two, I should have some more backgroundy stuff because I'm going to be working on some journal projects. And then there's always stuff from, you know, when you die, you always have oopsies and uh-ohs. So that's stuff I can add in here. Let's go ahead and add that down here. But I'm just going to do the bottom because I would want to, because it's a small image, I'd want to tuck stuff underneath it instead of over the top. Otherwise, you lose the image. So that way we'll be able to just go right under there and tuck something in. Now these are super fun. Let's just do the first blank page we come across. Yeah. Okay, so they do. So I'm just going to put a couple little dots of glue stick. That way I can peel it up if I need to. But I can also tuck stuff under it in various places because we have to have the shoe. There we go. Okay, next blank page we come across. Let's see. Yeah, here. We'll put this lighthouse down. We'll aim for right about there, and we'll just do a glue strip. Same reason. Okay, I'm going to put this inside the little thing because I think that'll go nice over somebody's face or something. Okay, so we're going to put that back in the little envelope that I work with. Oh, here's another blank page. It has to be from this side for it to work. Let's put the fish right there, but let's just do the strip because they're definitely going to want to tuck something under it at some point, either at the top or the bottom. And then we have a big, oh, here, blank page. Let's put it over here. And ta-da! Same thing. Keeping the option open to put things under there. Okay, so yes, I'm live.
I was counting.
I wish there was a camera that captured you as you came in the door. I really do.
But I came to see you because I nerves you.
You're not going to sing hooked on the F word, are you? I'm not saying it. You're not getting me to say it.
I wasn't going to sing that at all.
Okay. That's your standby.
I know, but I wasn't going to do it.
Okay. Now you feel like you have to?
God, no.
Oh. Say hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
We have Nina, Janice, Brian from B&D Crafts. We got...
and hello, Brian. See, he's not one of the ladies.
Hi. I'm sorry, Brian. Hello, ladies, and
Brian.
And Brian. And any men who may be in the audience. I don't think I got everybody.
Actually, I did not come in here to sing feelings to you.
And Peggy. There's a Peggy in here.
Hello, Peg.
Peg's Vintage Things.
Hey,
I could not remember the name of her channel.
Oh.
She came in here to weird dance, and everybody's like, "Hi, Els, lol. Hi, Els." She's doing her weird dance. It's a funky dance, and she's got her cane, so it's just an added element of weird.
Yeah.
Look, that's off one of them candy bars.
Oh, cool.
I got it to glue down. I did not think that was going to work.
No shit.
And this is my catch-all book.
Okay.
When I clean my desk off.
So an old map book? Cool.
Yeah, it's that one we bought.
Oh, yeah.
I tore more than half the pages out. And I was like, I really like this book. But what am I going to do with it? Just
glue book.
And then I was cleaning off my desk, and I had all these things that hadn't gotten filed away. I'm like, random glue book.
Yes.
Because, you clean your desk up, and then you wind up with this pile of stuff that you can't really throw it away, but you don't want to pull out all the files again to file it away.
Right.
What?
Nothing. I'm just imagining where we're going to put stuff.
Oh. We didn't get out there today, did we?
No.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll get it tomorrow.
This is what I'm going to do. Right before I feel like I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to take some B12.
Feelings. Whoa, feelings. Sorry, you said it.
I knew it was. Did I?
Yeah. You said I feel.
Oh, I don't feel. I never have feelings. There are no feelings in here. All right. So that was actually the end. We were, I need to open that back up, though, because she's not dry all the way.
Oh, okay.
I overglued her. She's a glue halo.
She's a glue halo?
It's, all around the...
Ooh.
And then she'll stick to this face over here, and I'll lose my freckles.
Don't lose your freckles, man.
Anyway, I'll come out and talk to you in a second. You want to sing anything else? Do another funky dance? I'm going to figure out a way to get 2 cameras going so that when you walk in the door... Yep, it's been over an hour, Miss Neener. And I try to keep Thursday short because everybody's tired and it's the end of the week. But I will be on tomorrow for Friday at 5:15, and we'll go for 3 hours or so. It's getting weird over here. So on that note, guys, the cane just makes it even weirder, I gotta tell you.
I can't help it.
So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Did you say hello to Christine? Hi, Christine! Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it, even the weirdo in the doorway. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bye! The end. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. See you tomorrow night for Friday. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be something.
Something.
The end.
Okay, I'm done for